Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video on the algorithm, okay? So like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App, okay? I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much, okay? Um, for all of the support that you guys give this channel, okay? I wanted to talk about, I had not had the opportunity to talk about this because, I've been so I guess um enamored, if I'm saying that right. Y'all know I like to say words right. um well, I mean, that's a feeling of love. I'm not in love, but I've definitely been fascinated, I'll say that, because it's been sensationalized, this situation that has been going on with Diddy. um so I've definitely been fascinated because I've been watching this for over 30 years since this happened with Biggie, right? Since it happened with Tupac, I have been watching. I've been looking at Gene Deal from the very beginning, when he was man enough to step forward to give hints. Even when he was working for Diddy, he was brave enough to let people know on a documentary he wanted for Biggie's family to know that something wrong had happened, right? So I saw the very first documentary also, okay? Um like back in 1990 something. Yeah, like back in 1990 something. So hey, I'm just watching it from back then and seeing so many things play out now. Hey, that's why I always say you might get by, but you never get away. Your number is going to be up one day when you do wrong, okay? But so anyways, I said that to say this. I was intending to do a video on this on the mastermind. The alleged mastermind in Young Dolph's case was in court, and his conditions of his bond was changed, okay? Let's look at this. Let's look at it.
The murder of young Dolph had the terms of his bond changed today, but the judge did not say what the changes were. The judge told Hernandez Gomez that she was putting the amended terms under seal. She told him that his attorney would explain the changes to him. Gomez's attorney recently filed a motion asking for his bond restrictions to be loosened so that he was able to get a job. He asked for a curfew from 8 p.m. until 7 a.m.
Now, everything was put up under seal, okay? And just because something was put up under seal, it does not mean that she granted him what he wanted. Now, just from looking at him, I don't know what has been put up under seal. I don't know nothing, okay? But so I'm gonna play the guessing game like everybody else. I'm gonna guess. If I had to guess, I would say that she made his term stricter. Okay, she did not grant him what he wanted. Just looking at his body language, looking at his facial expressions, um, just based on what she said the last time, she may have gone and looked at the interview, okay? But just based on the things that she said to him the last time, hey, she talked about security situations. It could definitely be a security risk because, believe it or not, they still have an obligation um, to as it relates to safety. Okay, so she mentioned safety issues and things of that nature. If I had to guess, she did not grant him what he wanted. She probably she may have put an ankle bracelet on his ankle monitor on his leg, and she probably made the terms and conditions a little bit more stricter. Okay, because why else would she seal it? Why else would he be standing in court looking like that? Like I'm just looking at his, his body language and all that. So I don't know. But if I had to guess, I would say that it did not go in the way, that he wanted it to go. Um, hey, I don't know, but I will say this. I think that when they initially asked for it, and it was not his attorney, it was Straight Drop's attorney that asked for another judge. Okay. And they got her, and people probably thought that she would be softer. Okay. Now, one thing I have heard about her is that she is definitely, she likes to work with the community as it relates to the youth and all of that. Okay. But I had the opportunity to see her in person um back here a few days ago. I had the opportunity to see her in person, and hey, she didn't say a lot, but I don't think she's nothing to play with. I don't think she's anything to play with. So I don't think, as if Luke Evans and that Straight Drops attorney, I think she knows the game, because see, she's worked as a defense attorney, so she knows. She didn't get her. She didn't work in the DA's office. I think she worked in the public defender's office. She kind of interned there, so she know the games of defense attorneys, right? She knows that end of it. So she know the games that they play, the tricks that they play, all of that. Um, and so, hey, the only thing that I can say about that is I just don't think that she's gonna be as easy as they thought that she would be, because I was looking at her sitting in court. I was looking at her, and I don't know, just looking at her, she has a, even though they talk about how she works with the community, like there's you can't read her. I mean, she got this poise as "don't f with me," right? Very confident, she's very polite, but I just don't think I don't think that's what they want. Okay, I don't. But as far as Hernandez Govan, hey, if I had to guess, and everything is sealed, and I have not seen any seal situation as it relates to that. Nobody has told me. I wouldn't see it. Nobody has told me. So I'm guessing, if I had to guess, he didn't get what he wanted. I think she made um the conditions stricter, right? Based on how he was looking. He looked kind of mad and all of that. And so hey, that's gonna be interesting, right? Maybe she felt like, because of security reasons, she needed to, whatever she did. But I just don't believe, sit down, Riley. I just don't believe that she granted him what he wanted. I don't. You have to understand, the case is getting ready to, that's if they don't, ask for another continuance, because um I think in these cases, not think, I know, they ask for a continuance, the judge give it to them. Then when it gets close time for the trial, they'll ask for another one. Okay, and she may grant it. And normally they ask for around 2 to 3. They ask for around 2 to 3, and the judge may grant that. So come May, hell, I don't see it happening. I mean, in June, I don't, but it could. But I don't see it. But it would be interesting. Maybe it will. You know, as far as the jurors, I was told about the jurors, and I think some situations have been going on. I'm not going to say what county, because they told me what county too, but I won't speak of that, because y'all know how I am about that, right? Um, but it may be, well, not maybe, it's some situations going on as it relates to that. Hey, and they have every right not to speak about where. I mean, they wouldn't have told who the jurors were in if it had been in Shelby County. So I think it would be wise for them. Maybe at some point they will to tell what county that they are in, interviewing jurors and stuff. Um, hey, anyways, but regardless, it's gonna happen. I guess the trial is gonna happen at some point. It's slated to happen in June, but I'd be surprised if they don't ask for another court date. Because when it starts getting closer to the trial, and normally trials, Young Dolph's case has a lot of major components. So with straight drop, um, I mean, the trial could go on for several weeks. I don't think we'll get another trial as long as OJ Simpson's. But hey, you never know. And then straight drop could easily, when witnesses and stuff stop, you know, pulling up in the courtroom, he could tell his attorney, I want to plead out in the midst of everything, and do so. You just never know. I'm surprised he has not pleaded out at this point, but like I said, I think the people that is around straight drop um is around him to make sure that he does not plead out, right? Because they don't want him working with the prosecutors to tell on, to save himself and tell on them. So, anyways, like I said, orangemoundquette had a court date, and she sealed the conditions, and she had every right to do that. But like I said, if I had to guess, she ain't letting him work. He might have on an ankle monitor at this point, and she may have made those conditions stricter. Like I said, I mean, me, and she's just looking at her, and you can't really read her expressions either. And she was the quietest judge up in there. So I mean, she had that aura of, this ain't what you want. Okay. Sometimes people think that women will be easier. Hmm. One thing I do know about women, because I'm a woman, we don't ever like for men to think that they could play us, or that we're softer. That right there get you messed over. Okay. But anyways, what happened. Hey, I if I had to guess, I would think that she made his condition stricter. That's what I would think. He's probably, he was supposed to be on house arrest anyways. He probably is being monitored closer. Um and I'm sure she laid the hammer down. Okay. She laid the hammer down. But anyways, you guys, we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about that later. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.